Hey everyone, welcome back. Happy New Year's. Been a sec, holidays and all, but we're here now in a slightly different temporary location. Anyways, taking a look at Men I Trust's Tree Among Shrubs, definitely one of the bangers on the album. Just running through the tune, looking at some stuff. I will say first off, if you find yourself intimidated or confused by weird jazz or classical harmony like I do sometimes, trust me, this song is actually pretty straightforward and diatonic. And I think it's relatively easy to follow along with, so stick around. I do apologize for the length of the video. Like Sorbitol, there are just so many distinct sections in this song. It's like this whole musical journey, and everything's just so rich and detailed, and you get the idea. Feel free to click around those timestamps. Let's start here on the intro, and we're in the key of G. I'll go through the chords first and explain second. So starting here on our 1 chord, a G major 7, and don't mind my voicings in the left hand, I'm going to just voice lead it a little bit. Now to our 4 chord, our C major 7. And now to our 7 chord, this F sharp minor 7 flat 5. Now to our 3 chord, our B minor 7, with the melody hitting this 6th. Then to our 6 chord, our E minor 7. Then to our 2 chord, our A minor 7. With this 13th, the F sharp being hit in the melody. And now finally to our dominant 3 chord, our B dominant. First it's going to be suspended. And then we resolve that suspension to our full dominant. So some of you may have already spotted what's going on, but what most of the song is based around is this 1, 4, 7, 3, 6, 2, 5, back to 1 sort of concept. So if we're in the key of G, I'll play all these in root position real fast. 1 is G major 7, 4 is C major 7, 7 is F sharp minor 7 flat 5, 3 is B minor 7, 6 is E minor 7, 2 is A minor 7, and 5 is D7. This is used all over in Western-based pop, classical jazz stuff. All it is descending through your major scale in fifths. So 2 maybe super obvious examples that come to mind. Here's like Autumn Leaves. Or Fly Me to the Moon. You get the idea. Basically, this cycle is just like the bread and butter of all Western-based sort of popular music. If you throw in some secondary dominance or chord substitutions, you're set to write some bangers. But yeah, this is the same progression that happens in the verse. And now to the chorus. So on first glance, you see we have super similar chord movement here. Coming out of that dominant 3 from the verse, we go to our 6, our E minor 7, then to our 2, our A minor 7, then to our 5, our D7, then to our 1, our G major 7, then to our 4, our C major 7, then to our 7, our F sharp minor 7 flat 5, and then you guessed it, to end our progression with a 3 dominant suspended, our B7 sus4, and then our B dominant. And this repeats, and then that intro guitar section plays. Then we're on to our second verse. I want to preface this section, and the bridge, I guess, by saying when chords are thirds apart, maybe like C major 7 and E minor 7, for example, or maybe A minor 7 and C major 7, they sound similar because of all the common tones, but the bass changes the sound just a bit. So it's a good way to create subtle motion in chord progressions. Keep your eyes peeled for that. So yeah, starting right here on our G major 7, into our C major 7. Now here, using that smooth movement to kind of get us to this E minor 7, the 6th chord. And using this sort of passing chord, this G over D, which leads us to our nice A minor 7. And then some of you might have spotted this already, this minor 2-5, so F sharp minor 7 flat 5, to our B7. Our next line starts here on our C major 7, which kind of substitutes for the E minor we expect here after the minor 2-5-1. Then using this E minor over B to kind of step down to A minor 7. And then we kind of step up to our C major 7. And then we step to our minor 2-5-1 again. And this brings us into this sort of really emotional bridge section for me. So for our whole song, chords have been kind of moving fast, almost every half note, so 2 chords per measure. But this bridge slows it down and lets these chords sort of breathe, which for me gives it this sort of drama and like contrast. So here on this 2 chord, A minor 7 with this spicy 13th in the melody. To our 4 chord, C major 7, with this sort of really pretty melody harmonized in thirds to our 5 chord, which we stick on for 2 bars, just all the space to sort of breathe in this dominant sound. Now we repeat this A minor with that 13th. Back to our C major 7. Back to our 5 chord. And now you see it. The 3 dominant sequence to that dominant, which leads us back to the chorus. So the chorus plays twice, and my one note is on the second time around, the D7, which we expect here, is substituted for an F sharp minor 7 flat 5, which is a pretty common move because of all the sort of common tones, and creates some variation for the last time we hear the chorus. So yeah, coming out of that final chorus, we find ourselves in this outro. So yeah, starting on this C major 7, then standard stuff, so 3, 6, 2, 5, and then 3 again, and then 6. So this is the cycle, but we omit the 7th chord, so instead of C major 7, F sharp minor 7 flat 5 to B minor, we skip it. So here it is with the 7, and then here it is without. In my opinion, it just makes this outro more uplifting and sort of beautiful because that 7 chord is really sort of tension filled. In our second line, we repeat the sequence, climbing up a little higher. Oh yeah. But this time we cut it off a little early, so instead of our 5 chord here, we replace it with a minor 4, this C minor, this final tension-filled substitution to get us back to our nice intro. So yeah, we made it to the end. If you're still here, that's bonkers. Thank you. Hope you enjoy the video and hope it helped. Enjoy.